Guess who's back? Still smell all upon me clothes, upon me rolls, upon me cloths, upon me wears, upon me, I don't know what else. Upon the things I wear, upon me material. I don't know. But today is another discussion video. The last one I did, y'all liked it. You know what I want to discuss? A couple of y'all actually hit me up and asked me, did I see Lord Jamar's interview on Vlad TV about Eminem? And I said, which one? Anyway, because you know how Vlad be. Vlad like to pull up the same exact topics to people over and over again. And Eminem is one of Lord Jamar's main go-tos. Now, Jamar said a couple things in this interview. One, he said, Eminem is not in the top 50 of rappers. 50. He also said, Eminem is white. Therefore, we cannot look at him as a Muhammad Ali. We must look at him as a Rocky Marciano, and black people did not rock with Rocky Marciano. He also said he likes Slim Shady, not Marshall Mathers. And he also said that his music doesn't resonate, Eminem's music doesn't resonate to Lord Jamar in hardly any way at all. Let's talk about these topics, man. Because I feel like it's very appropriate with the message to the Eminem fans I made. Now, let me start off. Lord Jamar said Eminem is not in his top 50 of rappers. Now, let me really unpack that and analyze that. I think a lot of that has to do actually with the way he feels about white people. Let's keep it a stat. Let's get that right out the way. Right out the way. Has a lot to do with the way he feels about white people. Now, if you don't know, Lord Jamar's from Brand Nubian. Lord Jamar is a very militant person, very righteous, very conscious, very pro-black person. He even said in the interview, I just don't like the pedestal in which people place him at. I don't like how people act like he's the greatest. And he said in other interviews, it's basically because he's white. Now, how do I feel about that point? It's an ignorant point. Let's call a spade a spade. I understand what he's saying and what he's attempting to do. Hip-hop is black people music, period. That's a fact. And that will remain a fact until... It will remain a fact forever because it was created by black people and marketed by white. I still wouldn't like to bring myself to not allow somebody to be in the conversation or at least in the top 50 because they were white. And I think Lord Jamar misses out a lot on the points and the facts that Eminem being a white person in rap, I know he prospered a lot and I know he got a lot of things that people of other colors might not get. But that comes good and bad, you know that, right? It comes with the good stuff he got and the bad stuff. Eminem was discriminated against when he came into the game. Eminem was tested when he came into the game, as he should. I'm not mad at that. But what I'm saying is, don't just see one side of the argument that makes you right and then not see the other side. Eminem went through a lot of stuff being the first white rapper that was like successful, that people, I mean not successful, that people really respected and really thought was one of the greatest rappers. Now, Jamar saying he's not in his personal 50, I can't be mad at that. Can you be mad at that? No, not mad at that. Now, honestly, naming 50 rappers who you say are better than Eminem, I can almost guarantee you're going to be reaching on a few of them. You're going to be Mr. Fantastic-ing a few of them. A few of them. You're going to be credit girling a few of them is what I'm trying to say. Because there's not 50 people who rap better than Eminem. I don't care what you're saying. Stop it. I'm over here trying to argue if the greatest rappers are Eminem or Jay-Z. That's the argument I've always had in my head. But we're not gonna say there's 50 people who rap better or who impacted hip hop more. Are there even 50 people who impacted hip hop at a godly level? Like at a level that was like, I don't even think hip hop has been around I'll put it this way. Every generation, I say, there's about 2 to 3 rappers from every generation who impact the game on a godly level, which means like the game will never, ever, ever be the same without them touching it. And there hadn't been that many generations of hip hop to think about. If hip hop started in the 80s, bro, it's 2018. What was that, 30 years ago? 80, 90, 2000. 2018. That wasn't even 30 years ago. It was like 28 years ago. You know what I'm saying? Let me make sure I did that right. 19, let's just call it 1980, even though it's like 1984. Let's call it 1980 to 1990 is 10, to 2000 is 10. I mean, it's 20. To 2010 is 30. Yeah. Like 38 years. That's not that many, man. So, Lord Jamar can have his saying or feel the way he wants to feel about that top 50. That's fine. Now, one point I will never. Let me go ahead and do this one more time. Never. I got to throw the dreads at you. Never, ever agree with you is that the metaphor of Eminem being Rocky Marciano. What is this man talking about over here? What is he really talking about over here with the gabagoo in the head? What is my man talking about over here? Rocky Marciano? And then you said black people didn't rock with Rocky Marciano, they rocked with Muhammad Ali. First of all, it's a weird metaphor because it's like you set up your own metaphor. I mean, maybe Vlad did it or whatever. You got alley-oop, the racist metaphor, and then it was like, yeah, we didn't mess with... No. Eminem is not Rocky Marciano. Stop it. Maybe. But stop it. Because I don't know too much about Rocky Marciano, but black people rock with M. I don't know why Lord Jamar on like a lot of his interviews be really trying to push the narrative that black people do not rock with Eminem. Now, I understand what he's trying to say. He's probably trying to say the majority of Eminem's fan base are white people. But guess what, Jamar? If you're successful in hip-hop, majority of your fans are gonna be white, especially if you're an American hip-hop artist. That's kind of a stupid statement. I just spit. The majority of this country is white people. The majority of people who consume hip-hop are white people. You know? Dun, dun, dun! That's the part I don't be understanding. What you know that we're not in Africa, right? You know this is America, right? Like, it would be one thing if you was the biggest artist in Africa. Yeah, your fan base probably gonna be black. Majority of your fan base probably gonna be black. If you're the biggest artist in Asia, majority of your fan base probably gonna be Asian. If you are one of the biggest artists in America, majority of your fan base is gonna be white. Using that argument is such a weird argument. Eminem's fan base is majority white, just like 50 Cent's fan base is majority white, just like Kendrick Lamar's fan base is majority white, just like Drake's fan base is majority white. Yeah, black people rock with them, but since the sheer numbers of black people are not comparative to the sheer numbers of white people, you cannot be one of the most successful artists in the country without having the majority of them. That is how math works. I'm in my bag. I fell asleep through Pythagorean theorem. I fell asleep through a lot of things. But one thing I know is percentages, kind of. No, I don't know. Kind of. I'm all right with it. But what I'm saying is if something comprises the majority of something, in order to be the most popular thing in that something, that majority group has to be a part of it. I'm in my bag. I'm bodying right now, bro. I'm bodying them. That's like saying, if you take a glass of water and scoop up the ocean and scoop a piece of the ocean, you're surprised because there's water in it. It's like, you like, well, the majority of stuff you scooped up was water. I don't see sand. It's like, bro, you. Hopefully y'all got that metaphor, because that was a bar. All right, that was a bar. I'm gonna leave that one alone. What was the last one he said? He said Eminem wasn't top 50, covered that. He said Rocky Marciano, covered that. He said most of his fans are white, covered that. Now, he said he likes Slim Shady, not Marshall Mathers. I'm gonna keep it a stack. I disagreed with a lot of his points. I agree with that one. I agree with it, 100%. But I don't agree with the way he said it. The way he said it, he was setting up like, he likes the jokey joke Eminem, which is which is Slim. Slim is jokey joke. And he said he doesn't want to hear that all the time though, which is true too. That voice can be very grating. We gotta admit. You know what I'm saying? I'm a fan of Eminem, I'm defending him here, but that voice can be very grating to certain people. Listen to that all day might drive certain people up the wall. Some people don't care. What was I saying? I forgot what my point was. In the top 50 white fan base. Slim Shady. The reason why I agree with him is because y'all already know if you watch the channel. I like Slim Shady because to me, Slim Shady was when Eminem was at his best. Is when he was majority of Slim Shady. Is when he was really not giving an F. When he was really challenging the system. When he was really angry. When he was really making good commentary at the same time, keeping it funny. There's a lot of reasons why I like Slim Shady. Slim Shady seems like, as a rapper, he's not focused on trying to spit the most technically great thing ever. He's just focused on spitting some dope stuff, telling some dope stories, and technically in there they just are dope, which makes it effortless. I hate when I hear certain M songs and it sounds like he's trying to kill it. You know what I'm saying? It's like, man, it sounds like you trying to get to the highest bar instead of just you spitting and it come. That's just my thoughts. Put in the comment section below, do you think Lord Jamar was tripping? Do you agree with some of his points? Or do you just think he an old head, as YB Corday would say? Put in the comment section below. Let me know. My name is Scru. I'm pretty freaking awesome. Make sure you go check out my single Bullets. I'm going to put it at the end of this, and it's going to be on iTunes, Google Play, and everywhere you stream music. My name is Scru. I'm pretty freaking awesome. But I wouldn't be anything without you. That's J Nation, and I love you. Now, Fizza. Rapid fire all summer, nigga. Dr. Strange, nigga. Look, it's all facts when I spit it, you know the shit's proper. The God's back, he still got the scars from the stigmata. I'm Chris Wallace, they try to pop us but never got us. R.I.P. to everyone over there, we just getting started. Prince the child of the Panther ain't even pounced yet. I'm getting hate from some shit I ain't even announced yet. The summer's off for Exhibit A, you can count this, cause I'm about to take it to places ain't even found yet. Cause ain't no mercy for them no more. Ain't no mercy for them no more. Ain't no mercy for them no more. If they want bullets, I want bullets. Might get in my dirty bag and just wash all you niggas. Still got a whole album that I could drop on you niggas. I see a lot of niggas and Fizz as they father figure. I'm putting off for you niggas, but no I can off you niggas. I'm cool. When I was gone, you niggas was loud full of curves, but I'm back and niggas act like a bunch of mice in the church. Matter of fact, I take it back cause you niggas cry over words, cause I know that you just hurt and you probably die for a verse and you need it. Cause ain't no mercy for them no more. Ain't no mercy for them no more. Ain't no mercy for them no more. If they want bullets, I want bullets. Cause ain't no mercy for them no more. Ain't no mercy for them no more. Cause ain't no mercy for them no more. If they want bullets, I want bullets.
You see, what the problem is, the majority of us is already hurt. But we feel as if we reveal that, then that exposes weakness. But honestly, it's the strongest thing we could possibly do. Face. Look, I had this pressure when I started. Hometown hero, never forgot where the heart is, but now he feels heartless. So cold that it's nearly frost because I wasn't fucking cautious. Last year, I nearly lost it, but he keep on rocking, just know that he never stopping. When he dearly departed, he can't be merely forgotten. I know that I lost it, still look around for a lost chick. His heart still stopped when he think of her in the first like a curse and he can't reverse it. The verse sick, but so much truth in the booth that it hurts. Shit. And do you know what the worst is? I don't even know what I did to deserve this. That's what keeps on making it hurt, kid. 'Cause I'm not